Son, are you ready? Yes, today we will read a story, okay?
Okay.
Can you show me the book that we will read today? We will read a story of Amrita and the trees. Are you ready? Yes?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, let's go. Let's read. Now, let's start. Again, today's story is about Amrita and the trees. Let's open the book. Here is Amrita, and here is her village. It is hot in the village. It is very hot. Amrita loves the tree, the beautiful big green tree. You see, there are lots of trees. I love you, tree, says Amrita. I love your green leaves. They keep me cool. There is a forest near the village, a forest of trees, and there's a desert of hot sand. So as you can see, this is the forest, and then there's a desert. Amrita doesn't play in the desert. It is too hot there, much too hot. But she often plays in the forest. It is cool there, nice and cool. So this is Amrita, and she is playing in the forest. One day, men come. They come with axes. The king wants wood, they say. The king wants wood. The men from the village must go. Amrita's father must go. They must go and chop down the trees, the beautiful forest trees. So you see, the men are giving access to the people of the village, and they were asking them to cut down the trees. Oh no! Why? Why? Cries Amrita. Why? Stop it! She cries. But the men don't hear her. The king wants wood, so the men don't listen. They chop and chop and chop. So you see, this is Amrita, and she is crying, begging the man to stop chopping the trees. But the man didn't listen. They chop and chop the trees. Then it rains. It rains a lot. It rains and rains. There are no trees to hold the mud, so mud and water fill the river. There are no trees to hold the mud, so mud and water fill the river. And then the river floods. The river floods the village. So you see, it rains too much, and then this is the river. The trees, right? They were all cut down, you see. So there's flood, and it flooded the village. Help! Cried the villagers. Cling to the tree! Cling to the branches of the big tree! They said. Houses float away, you see? These are their houses. Oh no! Animals float away. It's very sad, right? The villagers cling to the tree. They cling to the branches of the big tree, and their village floats. Their village floats away. Then there is mud. Mud, mud, mud. And everyone must work. They must build. They must build the village again. So you see, they are helping each other to build houses, and they are helping each other to build the village again. They must plant. They must plant new trees. Grow quickly, trees, they say. Grow quickly. Grow tall. The villagers build their village again. and the new trees grow big and strong. So you see, this is their new village. Wow! And do you see those trees? They are so beautiful and they all seem happy. Amrita grows too. She gets married and everyone dances. They dance around the big tree. They dance and sing. Everyone is happy and everyone is beautiful. Then Amrita has children. And her children love the tree, the beautiful big green tree. The forest trees are big and strong. And Amrita's children play there often. It is cool there, nice and cool. But they don't play in the desert. It is too hot there, much too hot. So you see, the children love to play in the forest. Do you see Sun? Sun, say hi. Hi. Okay, let's continue reading. Sometimes the wind is strong. The wind is strong and it blows the sand. The sand rises to go to the village, but the forest trees are there, so it can't. So you see, this is the sand and the wind. The wind is strong, yes, and it blows the sand. But because there are trees here, so the trees are blocking the sand, which is a good thing. And the village is safe. A little sand comes through the door, and Amrita sends it away. She sends it back outside. Thank you, forest trees, she says. You help us in many ways. So they are happy, yes or no? Yes, they are happy. Alright, next. Oh, wait. Here comes the bad men again. Then, one day, men come again. They come from the king. The king wants more wood, they say. Get up, they say to the village men. Get up and help us. We must chop down all the trees. Oh no, so they are going to chop down the trees again. Let's see what happens next. At first, nobody speaks. Nobody says anything. Get up, says the king's men. Slowly, the men get up. No, says Amrita. You can't have our trees. You can't chop them down. So this is Amrita, and she is trying to stop the men. Be quiet, woman, say the king's men. The king wants them. No, says Amrita. He can't have them. Be quiet, woman, they say. Take your children home. Right, let's start work. Let's chop this tree first. So these are the king's men. These are the villagers. And here's Amrita and her children trying to protect the big tree. No, cries Amrita. She runs to the tree and she puts her arms around it. You can't chop it down, she says. Stand away, shout the king's men. No, says Amrita. Then the villagers run. They each run to a tree. And Amrita's children run to a tree. They put their arms around it. Do you see the villagers trying to protect the trees? The king's men are angry. Move away from the trees, they shout. No, shout Amrita. No, shout all the villagers. No, no, no. No, 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 say Amrita's little children. And this is the king's man. This is wrong, say the king's men. These people need their trees. It is wrong to take them. We must go to another place. Then the people speak. Look, there is a forest over there, across the desert. Look, There is no village over there. Take some of those trees. Yes, take some of those trees, says Amrita, but not all of them. And remember to give. Don't just take. Give. Give back. Take some trees and then plant more trees. Tell this to the king. And they do. Now you see, they are planting more trees. And this is the king. Wow, that's a beautiful ending. Right, son? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, so I think this is the end of our story for today. And I hope that you can take care of the trees around you too. Son, do you like trees?
Yes.
Yes. Do you love trees?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Alright, that's it for today's storytelling. And now we will say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. One more time, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.